What's up, YouTube? It's KJ, and I am back for my recap for Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I have been sick, and I have not really been on where I'm supposed to be as far as the Jumpstart January. So I do apologize. However, I am going to get back on track. One of these days this week, I'm going to spit out like 5 or 6 videos. However many days. I think I'm 5 days behind. So sometime this week, I'm going to spit out a bunch of videos so that I can get back on track with Jumpstart January, because I definitely want to be participating, you know, and I started participating, so I don't want to quit, but I just had a lot going on and I was sick and not feeling well. So first, let's just go ahead and talk about the Housewives of Atlanta, because, you know, first of all, I didn't necessarily take any notes, so I do have a couple of things to say, but I don't have it like what's the thing, I don't have it like play by play. That's the thing, I don't have that. So just to start out with it, first of all, I remember Claudia and Kenya, Kenya went with Claudia to the podiatrist. Claudia's feet are corned up. She got plenty of corns. A lot of people got corns. I personally don't, but a lot of people do. So, you know, and she thought Kenya was going to be there for moral support, when in actuality, Kenya was there to laugh and point. But it was all fun and, you know, fun and games. That's her friend, so it is what it is. Then we had, let's see, what else happened? I'm trying to think, y'all, because like I said, there wasn't much going on for real up until the end, and I don't have my notes, so I don't know what I don't know where I would connect. Let me just see something here. The other stuff that I do remember was Phaedra going to see Demetria. So okay. So Candy met up with Demetria to kind of apologize about the whole situation with Go Shade bitch ass and her bitch assness, and how she bitched up at the damn party and said all that shit about her boyfriend. So that happened. And Candy apologized to her for that. In the midst of her apologizing, you know, Demetria was just like, you know, praising Candy and letting her know how much she respect her. Really, like, she didn't really care about the apology. She really wasn't fazed by what was happening. She was more so there to kind of get in where she fit in on Candy's side. She approached Candy about doing business with her. So I feel like she kind of pushed that apology to the side just for the, you know, to kind of work with Candy. You know, it wasn't really that important to her, which is kind of shows that, you know, she don't let stuff get to her, and she don't let people get to her, you know, petty stuff like that, because, you know, it was stupid to begin with. It should have never happened. And, you know, like you said, you were one that's been with him. Maybe this was one of y'all off situations. So it is what it is. Like, don't let it bother you. So I'm glad Demetria didn't let it bother him. I'm actually liking Demetria so far. Just her maturity level, that's all. Then we got what I was talking about. I was gonna say the chick, what's her name? Demetria met up with the Phaedra and Nene goes to the studio where Demetria is recording her single or her song or whatever. And so Nene got there first, and Nene heard the girl singing and whatnot, and she was like, you know, she can sing. It's finally one of these girls on this show can actually sing, you know, throwing shade as usual. Not even acknowledging that Candy is an actual singer. Like, Nene, come on. Nene, I do not like Nene, and that's just it. I don't like her. I'm done with her, seriously. So we move on from that. Phaedra is really just throwing shade at this girl. Like, Phaedra, you have no room to talk about anybody. Phaedra, you got a lot going on in your life, in your marriage. You don't have any room to talk about nobody, give nobody no kind of criticism, even if it's constructive criticism. Like, you just need to sit back, relax, and observe, Phaedra. You need to stop talking about people, because you live in a glass house right about now. So you need to just stop. And she was just really going hard on Demetria, and I was not understanding what all of that was about. Like, why is she going so hard on this girl? Or, you know, with these questions about her marriage and her singing career and how old she is. Like, Phaedra, you was completely and utterly out of place. You don't even know this girl like that to even be approaching her like that. Like, unless Bravo cut something out, they made it seem like you talking to her like that's your homegirl, and it's not. You know, that's somebody you just met. You don't approach people like that because you don't want somebody approaching you like that about your parenting skills or how you're running your lawyer office or whatever, you know what I mean? So you was out of place, Phaedra, and I did not appreciate that, and I'm surprised that Demetria didn't get your ass together then, but I guess she had to she was kind of taken aback because she just really kind of getting to know you. So, but you was out of place, period, and you know that. And you was continually throwing shade to this girl, like the entire time. You was constantly throwing shade at her. Then we got, I'm trying to think of what else, because it wasn't really much going on in the beginning of the episode. It got good toward the end. But, so Demetrius invited all the girls to go to Puerto Rico, I think it is. Where they going? Yeah, Puerto Rico. So she's performing, and she invited them to go. So everybody like, yes, Puerto Rico, you know, that's a good thing. That's a good trip. It's a cute look. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to, you know, support her or whatever. So all the ladies go. Everybody goes. Even Portia. Portia come in, and Portia just was really... Portia was carrying some $80,000 bag, which is ridiculous. We know she did not buy it on her own. Supposedly, this is the African that's spoiling her. Portia's got this whole air about her now where she is so, like, cocky and just, like, barking orders at people. And I don't know what's up with Portia right now. I really just don't. Because she's not really on the show, we don't really know anything about her life. And from what I understand, that is what Portia wanted. But we need to find out the tea on Portia in this whole situation, because I don't know. Is this the same African that Tamla Man was... is it Tamla Man? Tamla, I forgot her name, was also dating and went off on Portia and told her, you not dating him because I'm dating him. Like, let me just get some clarity on that first. Y'all leave it down below if y'all know anything about that. But yeah, Portia's just really being real cocky and arrogant at this time, and I think it's because we can't really delve into her life because she's not on the show, and she probably loved it that way. In any case, she's walking around with this mini skirt on, and this blue Birkin bag, and you know, 6-inch heels in the airport, you know, and she's there. She came to the, you know, was invited and came to Barbados, invited, and she came to Puerto Rico as well. So they get to Puerto Rico, and everybody's talking about, you know, the rooms or whatnot. Demetria, Candy, and Portia arrived first. They picked the rooms. Portia and Candy flipped for a room because, you know, Candy always got to have the next best suite in the house. So Portia and Candy flipped for the room. Portia ended up getting the room, the extra suite. Of course, Demetria got one of the suites, and Portia got the other one. So they got in or whatever. So Demetria sat down and talked to them first about the whole everybody's coming in, and she feel good about everybody except for she got some questions about Phaedra. Of course, she's talking to the wrong bitches because, hey, everybody want to just throw it under the carpet. That's Phaedra. That's how she is. Just get to know her. Phaedra can slyway shade you with this, and that. And then Candy, of course, which is her motherfucking ex-coon boom. She like, who? Phaedra? Oh, no. She not like that. Of course, she's not the person to talk to about Phaedra because they've never had no experience with Phaedra. The other ladies arrive, and they all kind of have a sit down with Demetria. At that point, Demetria tells them how she feels about everybody being there, and she's questionable about Phaedra. This is when Kenyon decides to tell her, you know, well, look, me and Phaedra have had our situations, you know, I gauge, you know, I definitely recommend that you go into it with, you know, open positivity, you know, but in the event something comes up that you don't feel right about or disrespected about, you need to address it right then, you know, because she and Phaedra just are not the best of friends, and it is what it is with them. But, you know, if it's something going on, she recommend that you just go ahead and address it right then. So, of course, when Phaedra arrives with Nene, which I don't even know when they became such a good goddamn friends. Nene hated on this girl. Nene called this girl a head doctor. Nene act like she didn't know this girl, and now all of a sudden they so cool and this and waving and tearing and the fakery must end, bitches. The fakery must end. Like, I'm so tired. Those two, they need to run together, because them two bitches on the show that I am not feeling, those two are the ones I'm not feeling the most. I do like Team Pretty, Cynthia, Claudia, Demetria, and Kenya. This is the team I'm on, like, for real. Like, these bitches got it going on. These bitches got it together. These bitches ain't stressing about these dumb ass, ignorant ass hoes that they got to work with. Girl, I couldn't do it. So anyway, at the end of the damn place, What's the bitch name? Nene and Phaedra come in all tooted up nose because of the room situation and how small it is. Bitch, you came from a small room, bitch. You can always maneuver in a smaller place. You ain't always been in no big bitch shit. And you ain't gonna always be in no big bitch shit. Because you just all of a sudden come upon these riches and now you figure out where you came from, Nene, bitch. Where you came from was a small ass room, ho. So get used to it. Anyway, she talking about something she just gonna have to make do with the living quarters and blah blah blah. And so she tells so all the ladies get together for their little first dinner at for their first dinner at the in Puerto Rico. I'm trying to pull up the notes the show and see if I'm forgetting something before I get to the end. But they pulling up they coming up to the thing in Puerto Rico, and she just like, so everybody sit down and get ready to talk, and I don't know how it started, but Demetria kind of goes into her how she felt about Portia. How she felt about Phaedra and the whole shady situation. And Phaedra, y'all, I wish I had my damn I had my notes, because this is highly important. This part right here is really, really important. Because it was like, she talking to Phaedra about, how she just felt like it was, she was coming for her. It was shady this, it was shady that. So, Phaedra was just like, I wasn't trying to be funny or whatnot. I was just giving you advice and getting this and doing that. But Phaedra, you're not in a place to do that, Phaedra. You're just not. You're not in a position to give anybody any advice about relationships, careers, none of that right now. Just like I said, just sit back and relax and observe. Be quiet. Don't talk. Don't argue. Don't say nothing. Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to just be, you shouldn't have to be like that, Phaedra. Some people would say that you doing too much right now, and I would have to agree. Anyway, so hold up, oh God, I hate this. So anyway, I can't really go into details about it, but what I can say is Demetria, when she was trying to approach Phaedra in a more mature manner, Phaedra trying to get at her and started, saying this and saying that, Demetria's like, no, bitch, calm it down, bring it down. You're not gonna talk to me like that. You're not gonna do that, because we're not doing that. So don't do that. But Phaedra felt like she wanted to do that anyway. So Demetrius told her, look, the only thing we have in common is the number 8. Mine has been here for 8 years, and yours about to go for 8 years, bitch. And Phaedra, that was it. There's nothing else you could have said. There's nothing else you could have done. Because those are the facts, Phaedra. You can talk all that shit what you want to and give your advice and what you feel, but those, my friend, are the facts. And I deal with only facts, bitch. So the fact remains, you need to shut the fuck up. You don't know me like that. You don't know my relationship like that to give me any kind of criticism. But what I do know for a fact, your husband's going to jail for 8 years, bitch. Lay down on that shit, okay? So Phaedra should have shut the fuck up and got up and walked up to her goddamn room. Or matter of fact, Demetria should have asked her, and if you're uncomfortable, bitch, because this shit is on my man's dime, the man that's been here for 8 years, because it's on his dime, bitch, you can exit stage left at any time. You can. Or you can make nice and be happy, bitch. Or you can go. Because she wouldn't have been there ruining my shit. Especially if my dude paying for this whole trip for you bald head bitches. And all you bitches want to do is talk shit to me. Oh no. When you get through talking about my man and my career and what I got to talk about, bitch, if he my man, I can bring his name up 50 times if I want to. It's none of your business, and it's nothing for you to critique, bitch. So if you got more to say, bitch, say that shit on the motherfucking plane back to the ATL, hoe. End the discussion for Phaedra ass. Then we move on to motherfucking Claudia, and And Nene, because the whole situation, the shit going on, and it's just getting more childish and childish and childish. So Claudia's sitting back like, well, damn. Obviously, the bitch can't even just vocalize how she fucking feel around these bitches, because these bitches get all sensitive and their egos get all into the shit when somebody feel a certain way. Like, everybody gotta agree with your ass. So Claudia just speak out and say, you know, this girl was basically just telling her how you feel. Like, what happened? What the fuck happened to having an adult goddamn conversation about the shit? You know what I'm saying? This is when Nene get offended, because guess what? Nene does not know what an adult conversation is. Nene's never had an adult conversation, and Nene probably will never have an adult conversation, because every bitch that she talking to is beneath her and kiss her ass, so she treats them like children. She's never going to talk to an actual adult to have an adult conversation, so she don't know what it's like. But Claudia, you're an adult. So Nene is responding to you like she would an adult, like a fucking baby. She's a fucking child. So she don't want Claudia to talk, and she talking up Claudia, and Claudia's just reading her left and right and all of her rights. Because, bitch, your hair mess. You so rich, bitch, but you was a fucking stripper. Get your fucking life. Get back, humble your motherfucking self-hole before you lose all the shit, because that's crumbling around right down and down at your feet as we speak, basically. So, of course, Nene just really, every truth that's coming out of Claudia's mouth is about to melt Nene's skin. So, Nene has to go to the raunchy side. She got to go to the hold them. She got to bring Nene back, as Portia say. Here come Nene. Yeah, Nene the hoe. Nene the bitch that was on the stripper pole. Nene is the bitch that all she know about is who fucking who and who sucking who. Bitch, who you fucking and sucking? Who did you fucking suck? That's what Nene do. Nene is just a ghetto ass, grunch ass, ratchet ass bitch, okay? That dress nice. Well, now I ain't gonna say dress nice, but that wear designer clothes. Nene is the real motherfucking Nene Leakes, okay? When y'all get through, that's the bitch. That's who gonna be humble. Nene is gonna be humble, because Nene remember where the fuck she came from. This Nene bitch, she don't know nothing. So of course Nene comes out, and Nene talking about all the men she done slept with around town, around California. Her clique done left her body. Girl, Nene, you ain't got nothing else to say? Really? Nene, you ain't got nothing else to say. You supposed to be the queen of reading, and that's all you gotta say? Girl, go somewhere the fuck sit down. You would have been another one, bitch. You can excuse yourself from this motherfucking table if you don't want to hear what the fuck I gotta say. Because if I were Claudia, I would have never stopped talking till my motherfucking tongue got tied, till my mouth got dry, till wasn't enough for me to drink in order to goddamn taste for my damn dry mouth. Like, I would have never stopped dogging this raggedy ass blonde head bitch ever. And Claudia, I'm just glad you here, bitch, because none of them hoes at that table with you never ever talk to Nene like that. None of them. And she done probably came from all damn near every last one of them, if not all of them. And ain't none of them never talked to him like you have. So kudos to you, Claudia. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And you know what, Claudia? Just for that, you're welcome back next season, actually. You're welcome back. You can do what you want to fucking do at this point. You get a pass, Claudia. Kick that bitch Nene out. Kick that bitch Phaedra out. Kick all them hoes out. Demetria, you get a pass too. I allow you. I'm inviting you next season. I accept you for next season, bitch, because I need you two bitches to get these hoes together. Because these hoes have gotten complacent, they have got comfortable, and don't know what the fuck it is to be talking down to a bitch, or don't know what the fuck it is. Like, come on. I need somebody to bring them hoes back to their motherfucking grounded level, because they off track. Anyway, it was a pretty good episode at the end, you know. Like I said, I am going to come back in here and get this Jumpstart January going full force. I did just want to bring myself in here. I'm headed to the eye doctor, give me some more glasses and contacts. But I got to get this in and talk about these Real Housewives. Thank you so much for watching. This video was long enough. Don't forget to click the like button. Comment. I'm waiting on y'all to comment so we can talk about these things. And subscribe and share this video. All right. Peace.